On the 15th of August this year, India celebrated its 74th Independence Day. The same day, Afghanistan lost its independence to the Taliban. There is nothing to celebrate about this. There is a section of leftists, especially some who are very prominent online on YouTube as well, who see this as some kind of a great victory against American imperialism. It is not. Afghanistan is simply changing from one form of imperialist oppression under the preceding puppet government propped up by the American military to another form of imperialist oppression, this time managed by the Taliban, by a reactionary army of goons who have absolutely no regard for the life and well-being of the people of Afghanistan. The Taliban are not going to nationalize resources. They are not going to fundamentally change the relation of Afghanistan to the rest of the world. The Afghan treasury, which is worth 9 billion, 7 billion of which is still in American hands. The Afghan Taliban is not going to change that. The interests of pharmaceutical industries and Afghan opium is not going to be changed. The mining interests, especially led by the likes of China now, is not going to be altered by the Afghan Taliban. The Taliban is not a friend to the Afghan working class. If anything, we can expect even more severe repression on the Afghan working class from now on. In fact, us socialists have to be concerned about our fellow comrades in Afghanistan today, how they must be suffering under the yoke of this Taliban regime. They make no mystery of their hatred towards progressive values. They make no secret of their hatred towards women and minorities. Under such circumstances, it is unbelievable how some leftists claim that this is some kind of a victory against imperialism. If it is at all a victory against imperialism, it is the most mutilated and most parodic kind of victory. Because the Afghan people, thousands of whom are fleeing the country rather than live under the yoke of the Taliban, they would most certainly disagree. No one is celebrating this in Afghanistan. And those leftists who are celebrating this as some kind of a victory against US imperialism need to think twice. They need to understand the reality of what Afghanistan is and the reality of the region as a whole. With this reactionary power in Afghanistan today, it is only going to add to the destabilization across South Asia. It is going to embolden reactionaries in neighboring Pakistan. It is going to embolden reactionary forces in Central Asia. It is most certainly going to be used by the Hindutva reactionaries in India, and that propaganda has already started. So one can expect even more hatred, even more attacks against Muslim minorities in India after this Taliban victory. It is going to give excuse to militarize India further. It is going to give an excuse for Pakistan and its military generals to become more aggressive in its stance against India. Many of the problems that India faced in the 90s will certainly re-emerge, and the victim of all of this, all of these power plays, is going to be the working class of South Asia. There is no victory here. There is only defeat. And we have to prepare ourselves to face it. And to start off, we have to acknowledge what it actually is. For us leftists and revolutionary-minded people everywhere in South Asia, we have to take a stand in whatever little way possible, whatever our capabilities. We have to do our best to help our comrades trapped in Afghanistan who wish to flee as refugees towards Pakistan or India, to do our best to help them to give them safe harbor and do our best efforts to ensure that the flower of socialism is not snuffed out by the winds of reaction. When faced with such reactionary situations, it is easy to become depressed and cynical. But doing so would only hand the enemy, the class enemy, a victory. We must strengthen our resolve and prepare ourselves, understand and organize. That's all.